Got some breaking news right now on Eyewitness News at 4. This just into our newsroom. Major break here. This man pictured behind me, suspected of killing 2 people in New York, has now been captured in Volusia County. Good afternoon. I'm Greg Warman.
And I'm Darlene Jones. We have been following this story since yesterday on Eyewitness News at 4, and it all comes after an intense manhunt throughout the area. Scott Mitchell, who you see here, was arrested in just the last few hours, and we have live team coverage for you this afternoon. Channel 9 Volusia County reporter Demi Johnson is live at the sheriff's office where Mitchell was just taken in for questioning. Demi.
Yeah, Darlene, we actually got to ask him a few questions ourselves. I asked him if he was here or why he came to Florida, if he killed those 2 men in New York, and if he was sorry. And I actually also talked to the victim's sister on the phone today, one of those victims from New York, and she told me that she was relieved he was on the loose in Florida because she knew he would be caught. Sheriff Mike Chitwood told us something very similar when we met him here today. Do you know someone in Florida?
Nope.
Did you kill those 2 men in New York?
No comment on anything.
Are you sorry for what you did?
Except waiting this long just because so y'all can get some pictures.
Scott Mitchell smiled as Volusia County deputies walked him past our cameras this afternoon. This was just after they found him walking down US 92 toward Daytona Beach.
The message is clear. You're going to kill people. You don't want to come to this state, and you don't want to come to this county, because we're going to send your right back to where it belongs.
Sheriff Mike Chitwood says Mitchell is accused of killing 2 people in Binghamton, New York. We learned before getting caught he ditched 2 cars, one in Dorchester County in South Carolina and one on the west side of DeLand. He was eventually caught panhandling by an AT&T worker on US 92.
Why was he here? You know, what made him discover this would be a great place to go? But I've been around here long enough to tell you that there is a magnetic pull at exit 268 on 95. Everybody goes into Daytona Beach when they're wanted in other states. As long as I've been here in 19 years, bank robbery, murder, there's just something with that exit on 95 that they're going to get off.
And you may have noticed in our video that Mitchell had a shaved beard and a shaved head. That's different than the description photo we originally had. The sheriff says he did that somewhere along the way between South Carolina and Florida when he ended up here. Again, I did talk to one of the victim's sisters who lives in New York. I'll have more from her coming up at 5. Live in Volusia County, Demi Johnson, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
All right, Demi, we will see you then. Our breaking team coverage continues with Channel 9's Nick Pampatonis. He is also live in Daytona Beach at the location where Mitchell was captured. Nick, how did this all go down?
So you heard Demi talk about the fact that they say he was panhandling. That is 92 International Speedway Boulevard, right behind us, where those cars are, where the gentleman is there walking. According to the sheriff and deputies, what went down is he was actually spotted here for the first time yesterday panhandling on that road. An AT&T worker approached him, but they said he didn't recognize him right away. It was only afterwards, when the social media posts went out, when the news reports started coming out, that the guy recognized him, recognized the tattoos that he had on his body. And then the AT&T worker, they said, came back today, saw him panhandling again today, and that's when he called 911. The sheriff said that he was arrested without incident. We did see a bunch of crime scene tape around here as they did their investigation, but around these woods where we're standing right now. But that is not where the scene was. They said it was a low-key sort of affair. You saw him smiling in that picture there. The other thing that we do want to note is we understand right now that deputies or police officers from Binghamton, New York, where this all happened, are on their way down here right now to interview him. The sheriff's office is holding him right now. They're not asking questions. They're letting the authorities from New York take it once they get here. Live in Daytona Beach, Nick Papantonis, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.